I want to talk to y'all today about injury prevention. So my name's Colleen Riddle. I am the creator of Fit Pickleballer, and I've had my personal training business for over 18 years. And so I'm super passionate about helping people, especially women. I specialize in working with women over 40. I feel like, once we get to 40, we start rediscovering ourselves. We've put everyone else ahead of our own needs for so long. And so I love to help people and women empower them and to find their own strength and to finally put themselves first. But about 5 years ago, I started playing this amazing sport of pickleball and reignited my old competitiveness. I'm a former competitive swimmer. I swam for Florida State. So go Seminoles, if any Seminoles are out there. But what I noticed is that a lot of people were getting injured. And so I started thinking, gosh, what can I do to help these people with my knowledge and my background? And then I got hurt too. I hurt my hip. Anybody have a hip injury out there? I was out for, like 2 months. I could not get it healed. And it really made the light bulb go off. Like, wow, if I'm getting injured, and I'm a personal trainer, I bet other people out there are getting injured too. And so that's how the Fit Pickleballer was born. And what happened was, as you know, you fall in love with pickleball and you don't want to do anything else. So I'd let my strength training that I usually did so much of dwindle and stopped doing those exercises that supported my hips and core. So today I want to talk to you about 5 tips that you can immediately put into practice to keep you healthy and fit on the pickleball court. So I'm going to go over those, just hit highlights of them, and then I'm going to show you with my bands, I'm going to show you some moves that are actually included in my program. Does that sound good? So first off, number one thing, if you do nothing else to prevent injury on the court, is to warm up. Okay? How many of you go out there or see it, get there, people hang up their bags, they grab their paddle and they hit the court, dink, 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 couple drives, couple shots, okay, I'm ready. You might think you're ready, but your body is screaming at you, no, do more warm up. And what I mean by that is dynamic warm up, meaning moving your body, preparing your muscles for the court, doing movements that you're going to do on the court. A lot of times I see people stretching, doing the whole, hamstring stretch, or grab your foot, do your quad stretch. You don't want to do, that's called static stretching, and you never want to stretch a cold muscle. It's not pliable yet. The blood's not circulating there. A lot of times you can injure yourself doing that. So you want to do dynamic moves. I'm going to back up here and just show you. I have a whole warm up with my bands, but let's say you don't have my bands, okay? So do some movements back and forth, lateral movements. We're going to warm up those hips. Do some leg swings, right? We want to get the hips warm. We want to get the hamstrings warm. Do some arm swings, some big, start small, do big movements, okay? We want to move our body in the way that we're going to move on the court, and that's called dynamic warm-up. And when you do that, you're preparing your muscles for what's to come. It's just so easy to pull something when muscles aren't ready and pliable. So we want to get the oxygen going, get the blood flowing to your body parts. And the other thing is it sets you up mentally. When you're doing these warm-ups, your body and mind are communicating. It's like, okay, she's getting ready to go out there on the court. So it uses that, and I'm talking 5 minutes max. You don't have to do a lot, but take that extra step, and I promise you, you're going to feel so much better. And you're going to perform better in that first game, because how many times do we go out there and we're like, oh, first game, my body's not ready. This is going to help prepare your body. So that is step 1 and the most important thing that I think that you can do to prevent injury. All right, step number 2, stay hydrated. This is especially important right now in the summer. I'd love for y'all to drop in the comments of how hot is it where you are. I'm in Florida. I live in Northwest Florida by the beaches in Santa Rosa Beach, and it's in the 90s, and the humidity is what's just a killer here. Super high in the 90s humidity as well, 90%. So make sure that you are fueling your body before you go with water, And, water just doesn't cut it. So just as a general rule of thumb, I talk to my personal training clients a lot about staying hydrated. And that's just on a regular basis. So many times people walk around dehydrated. So my regular rule of thumb when you're not even playing pickleball is to drink half of your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 160 pounds, you want to be minimum bringing in 80 ounces of water a day. So if you didn't know that, hopefully that'll help you judge. But when we're out there playing 2 hours, 3 hours, another thing I'd love for you to drop in the comments, how many hours do you normally play when you go out to play pickleball? Because it's addicting and it's so hard to stop. But make sure you're not only drinking the water, but that you have some electrolytes. So I just put these here. This is what I use. These are Young Living Vitality Drops. Young Living is one of my businesses. It's all clean nutrition and clean products to get the toxins out of your home. But I love this because so many of the electrolyte stuff has so much sugar and artificial sweeteners, and those are not good for us. So and the other thing is fueling your body before you get on the court, making sure you're putting good nutrition in. You want a little bit of carbohydrates, you want some protein to keep you going. So that's a whole nother topic that I can talk about, but just make sure you're taking care of your body, fueling your body. We're asking a lot of it when we get out there on the court, so be good to it and put good things into it. Okay, number 3, resistance training, strength training outside of the pickleball court. So this is huge because for number 1, did you know that once we hit 30 years old, we lose about 10% muscle mass each decade after 30? And so we've got to preserve our muscle mass. So that means minimum of 2 times a week. Again, it doesn't have to be some long workout. I actually have many options if you want to chat about that, of quick 30-minute workouts that you can do for your body. But on the court, we are moving in these directions. And if we can strengthen our core, that is going to help your endurance on the court. Because how many times are you like, oh my gosh, my back is killing me? We're constantly leaning over in this ready position and moving our body in ways that we may not be used to. So we need to strengthen. We need to strengthen our quads and our glutes. So squats and lunges, things to strengthen our back. All of these things translate to power on the court, endurance on the court, and bone density. Again, as women, as we get older, we've got to preserve our muscle mass, and we need to make sure that we are good to our bones, and strength training really helps for that. So again, I could talk for so long about all these topics, y'all. So I'm trying to, I try to narrow it down and keep it short, but I get really passionate about these things because just little tweaks can make such a big difference, not only in your pickleball game, but just in your health and the way that you feel on a daily basis. Okay, so we've got warm up, stay hydrated and good nutrition, add resistance training, and of course, proper gear, right? I think everyone in here knows we've got to have the proper shoes. We can't just throw on our running shoes and go out on the court. That's an easy way to twist an ankle without that good support. So make sure you've got good shoes. I love the comments in here when Karen posts about, hey, what's your favorite shoe? Or people ask questions. That's what I love about this group. There's so many helpful feedback, right? Because we love learning from each other. So make sure you've got your proper shoes. Make sure that you've got eyewear. How many of you wear eyewear? So this is what I use. If it's, I play outside 99% of the time. We actually just got an indoor court here, which I'm super excited about. But if you've ever been hit in the face, that's too close for comfort around those eyes. We've got to protect our eyes. So if you're not wearing sunglasses, make sure that you get yourself some clear protective wear to protect your eyes. And number 5, and finally, is to do stretching and mobility work when you're finished. So I know that is something hard for me. When we're done, it's hot, it's sweaty, you want to get out of there. And sometimes I don't do a full stretch at the court. I'll do a little bit and I'll get home and I'll get my foam roller. Rolling on that foam roller is amazing. But then is the time to do that static stretching. Laying with your, stretching out your hamstring, stretching out your quads, twisting, stretching out that back. And then mobility is actually moving through the movement. So let me just show you like a hip mobility. Let me change this here. Is mobility is working around the joints. So again, hips is a major issue. This is one example of a hip mobility move. You're gonna, I'm gonna do it balancing. Let's check my balance here. You're gonna come out and around. So we're working that hip socket. So we really need to work our mobility again as we age, super important. All of our joints, we wanna work that mobility. You know, how many times have you like reached for the pepper in the counter and you're like, I think I just pulled something. That's some mobility. I do have a free 6-day mobility course, especially for pickleballers. It's really cool. Each day it just works on one little body part, like ankles one day, hips the next day, shoulders, and then you put it all together. So I'll put that link below for you to have access to that. And now I want to show you, I'm going to rotate over here, and I'm going to show you what my Fit Pickleballer program includes. It includes, let's see if I can get this up. All right, here we go. This band. So when I was designing this program, I searched long and hard to figure out what band company that I wanted to partner with. And this company is amazing because you'll notice it's different than regular bands. It's hands-free. So why is that important? It allows you to come from your core. I talked about briefly how important it is for us to strengthen our core and to get that nice and strong for the court. But here's an example. You can even, I didn't grab my paddle, but you could put your paddle in your hand and you do these warm-ups. Sorry, I'm trying to get in the right thing so you can see. So, you know, coming up and over. See how these dynamic movements, I'm squatting my legs, I'm coming up and over. I'm using those motions that we're gonna use on the court. Same thing, rear delts. A lot of times we don't work this muscle. Think about the backhand, how you're getting low, you're coming through, okay? So those are just two examples. Another great one is rotations with this. Coming from your core, strengthening those abs, that lower back. So many exercises here. Here, this is getting ready for your overheads. Okay, we're working, getting the lats here warmed up, the shoulder area, all of that strengthening. You can also put this around your feet. There's one of my kitties. I figured one of them would come out. I've got 3 cats, y'all, and they always seem to come out whenever I'm doing a video. But here's an example. Come out, again, strengthening those glutes, hip area, okay? Here, going back. Glutes, hamstrings, all sorts of amazing things. And I just have this right in the door. I'm gonna show what this looks like so you see it. So again, what's great about this, so I just put that in the door. That was where my AC handler is. When you get to the court, you can easily clip this on the fence. I take this, I keep this in my bag, I do a quick 5-minute warm-up, and my body is good to go. So the program comes with these very high-end, very strong bands, and you get 6 workout videos with yours truly. I'll be right there in your living room with you. There's one video that teaches you the warm-up. Again, so you just bring your bands, do them at the court, or you can do them before you leave if you want. I find it super effective. My body responds much better doing it right before I get on the court. And then a couple other times during the week, you do, and the workouts are only 5 to 7 minutes long, right? So if you're thinking, one more thing I need to add, 5 to 7 minutes. So effective, specifically on those muscles that we use on the court. And the great thing, another reason why I picked these bands is when the way it's designed, you're using your whole body with these movements. So that when you're doing 5 to 7 minutes, you're getting a great workout. So that's what my Fit Pickleballer injury prevention program is. These with 6 videos and then a follow-up 8-week coaching series from me, emails. And so I'm giving one of these away. That's part of the giveaway. And then I'll drop in the comment, I'm going to offer you guys in this group, if you want to purchase this, 10% off and free shipping. So that'll save you about $20, $25 probably total of that. So if you have any questions, please reach out. Please connect with me on Facebook, just as friends, Colleen Carpenter Riddle. On Instagram, it's the Fit Pickleballer, and the just Fit Pickleballer on Facebook. But I'm always posting different exercises, different movements, all things to prepare our body and to be the best pickleballers that we can, because nothing's worse than having an injury and not being able to play, right? Can you feel me? Have you been there? Because our pickleball community is our family, right? Such a social event. So if you have any questions, drop them here. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. And I'm super passionate about educating. So also you can visit ColleenRiddle.com. That has just all of my wellness information there. So you can get an idea. I am a holistic personal trainer. I like to look at the whole picture and help you be the best that you can be. So I hope everyone has a fabulous day, and please connect with me. Have an awesome day. I'm going to put the links below.